was at the bottom of the bottom,
Mm.
and I didn't feel good. I had PCOS, Crohn's disease, heavy metal toxicity, insulin resistance, and a whole bunch of other things, but those were the big ones, right? And I could not get pregnant. So child number one actually was lucky. My cycles were never predictable ever since high school. I
Mhm.
was an athlete. I always blamed it on my athletic, chronic cardio with rowing, and I
Mhm.
thought it would have just come back. I then was on birth control. Wish I knew not to be on that
Right.
at the
Right.
time, and my doctor put me on it for my skin of all things. I believe that there's a way to reverse all disease, but you have
Absolutely.
to be active. You
Yeah.
cannot just sit back and say, "Oh, I think I'm eating healthy."
Yeah.
That's not how it works in today's world. And along with the organic fruits and vegetables, I am a huge proponent of wild animal
Yes.
protein.
Yes. Hmm.
Bison, venison, elk, lamb, wild fish. But even I hate this. I have a corner store in my town that's called Wild Fork, and they've got bison and elk and all of these meats, but they're grain fed.
Mm.
So you have to even be careful now with those wild meats,
Grass fed and grass fed.
right?
Yep.
But there's plenty of sources around the country that ship directly to your doorstep.
Hmm.
It's no more expensive than the market, so
Hmm.
cost should not be your complaint. Um,
And when you're eating this way, you need to eat less. You're satiated.
the liver was not meant to do all of
Mhm.
this work, and so
Mhm.
it gets these things just keep stacking up and stacking up and stacking up. Well, what else happens in the liver is it converts T4 to T3, the
Mhm.
thyroid hormones.
Mhm.
T3 is your metabolism.
Mhm.
Without enough T3 in your body, it doesn't matter how many diets you go on or how much cardio you do, you're not going to burn fat.
Mhm.
And your insulin is going to stay high. The liver is also where you regulate the cholesterol levels in your body, too. So,
Mhm.
what I'm seeing is people, even on low carb diets today, are saying, My blood test is completely different. My cholesterol's up, my thyroid's down, my testosterone's down,
Mhm.
hormones are all processed in the liver.
Yeah.
Now, my intuition is that iodine deficiency is the cause of most diseases
Mhm.
because it is so impactful and it's the number one mineral for the body. If you were to tell me I could take one supplement to a deserted island, it would be iodine.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's unfortunate that we're in this crisis because we're not getting it in our bodies and the need for it has increased,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
so you feel the cells re-energize, it's detoxing the cells, it's providing that cell structure. It's important for your brain, your liver, your gonads, every cell in the body. And it's antiviral, antiparasitic, all those things. And I meant to say also, parasitic infections and candida have skyrocketed too.
Yes.
It literally is like cocaine going into your body. And then what's even worse is that it has ingredients in you that hit your gut, and your gut says, "Oh, I want more." So you
Right.
overeat it.
Right.
And then you're eating way more than you would if you stuck to whole foods.
Mhm.
So this is number one.
Mhm.
Insulin just goes way up, blood sugar goes way up, and it's not just um, in the blood. It's at the cellular level. Your cells get overstuffed with fat if
Mhm.
you're obese and you can't lose that fat weight. Those fat cells are survival mechanism. They're overstuffed with toxins and the heavy metals and all of these ingredients we're talking about. So here comes insulin wanting to drive glucose into the cell. It knocks on the cell, and the cell says, "Nope, I'm
No room.
stuffed. Go
Mhm.
away." So, the number one cause of breast cancer, iodine deficiency,
Yeah.
high bromide. So, if you are at risk of breast cancer, that is something to think about. Fibroids, iodine helps with fibroids, iodine helps with goiters, iodine helps with hypothyroidism. And if your doctor's telling you that you are normal, your TSH and T4 are in normal range, but you are fatigued, you're constipated, you have brain fog, your hair's falling out, your eyebrows are thinning, you're retaining water, your gut is slow. Those are all signs
Mhm.
that you are hypothyroid. Now, your thyroid is the master endocrine gland. Well, guess what else is an endocrine organ is your ovaries. 70% of the diet in the United States is processed foods. And you might think, well, I eat healthy, organic, keto, low carb protein bars every day. That's processed food. You don't know what's in it. And I actually have a funny story. I've been off protein bars for years and years. I saw this one. I thought, that seems pretty clean. It's really got great macros. I'm going to try it. It literally was toxic to my liver. I could tell. I was so bloated. I was
Wow.
constipated. My bowel movements were very strange. I'm like, this is not supposed to be in my
Mhm.
body,
Right.
which is so crazy because the number one cause of PCOS is insulin resistance.
Mhm.
Now, insulin resistance at the level of the liver causes diabetes. At the level of the heart disease. At the level of the ovaries, PCOS. At the level of the brain, Alzheimer's. So now that I am not wanting to have any kids anymore, do I not worry about it? No, because it's affecting my brain, my liver, and all my other
Absolutely. Yes.
symptoms. So here you are taking a supplement to detox your cells,
That
and it's
is
full of
contaminated.
contamination,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So that is where the acceleridine iodine comes in. But what you can also do, and I actually just did it over my liver, is you can use it with a castor oil pack, the
Mm.
two together, mix the castor oil with the acceleridine iodine over your liver,
Mhm.
over any fibroids, over any PMS cramping or
Mm.
inflammation, or directly over your thyroid, and it's very effective. So
Interesting. Hey there, thanks for joining the conversation at Health University, where we're committed to making ourselves just a little bit smarter about our whole health and our reproductive health. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell so you don't miss a future episode. Leave a comment below, especially if there's a topic you want to learn about. We're happy to know and to include that in our episodes. And since 1 in 5 people are determined to be struggling with fertility, share this with 5 people. You're bound to help at least one change the course of their fertility struggles and help realize their dream of family. We value your time and we keep these recordings as succinct as possible. But if you want to listen to the full episode, just click below and the entire episode is there at your disposal. Once again, thanks for joining us at Health University.